Hello guys, welcome again to other video about technical analysis, but this video is different because I'm gonna make some announcements. First of all, this is my last month using this TradingView account. After 4 or 5 years using this one, I think I want to do something different with this account. I published many indicators actually for many years in this account, but I would like to start from zero again. And also I decided to start sharing my main system like I developed for maybe 4 years ago. Yeah. And in this video I'm going to explain to you. Let me tell you something. Many things of my technical analysis in my previous videos actually is part of my system, right? But my main system or my personal system is something like I like to use for my personal trades. And also I'm gonna start showing with fake positions. I'm gonna be very clear. Fake accounts on Bing Bong exchange, my positions for Bitcoin, especially for Bitcoin and other altcoins. Okay, because I want to start showing with more realistic trades the overall performance of the account. Okay, so if you are part from my private channel, you will get access or my setups, of course, also my technical analysis for many altcoins, many coins in the market. And also you can ask me directly everything all your questions about the system I am going to share. So my previous system, of course, is something like I use. Yes, it's good, not bad. Of course, if you are using it, keep doing that. Yeah, of course. And this system is quite complex. Okay, it's not for people who are they have basic level of trading. That's why I will try to keep it simple. I don't want to make it too complicated, too technical, but that's why I want to show you with some small back testing what we are gonna do, how we are gonna use it, and also this system I'm gonna start using it in my new account. And I'm gonna publish the indicators you will see here. Of course, one of them is private, of course, is my personal indicator. Is very similar as the tricks indicator, as you already know. You watch my other videos. And also, I am including other indicator is totally free. It's nothing fancy. Actually, you can use it for free on TradingView. And it's also, as I said, this new indicator, I'm gonna publish this new indicator or my personal indicator in the new account, not in this one. Okay, so let's start. Okay, you please keep in mind this video. I'm gonna show you my system in the big picture, how it's working. First of all, you need to think about this. We are when we watch the price action, in this case for Bitcoin or any asset, there are simple rules you have to understand. You must understand. The price, market makers are manipulating the market, especially in cryptocurrencies. Okay, so especially keeping in mind this, they can manipulate the price with this kind of dumps, yeah, or massive pumps, these kind of things. But there is something they cannot hide, or at least it's complicated to hide, is the volume. Okay, that's why I'm gonna show you, in my personal opinion, one of the most complex but also the most powerful indicator out there I know in my experience for trading. Okay, of course there are many indicators out there. There are many, and you will see like on YouTube like, oh, this is the ultimate indicator, blah blah blah. But I've been using this indicator for a long time, and the risk and reward actually is very good. And it's very powerful, but the problem here is that in YouTube, especially in YouTube, many people, they don't know, or many YouTubers, they don't know how to use it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use this indicator, the basic things, and also how to combine this indicator with the system you already know. right? Okay, let's start. First of all, the indicator we are going to use, you know, this is the linear trend system. It's very simple, nothing fancy. It's just the MA55, the white line, and also the green line. It could be the MA21 if you want, the MA24 or MA30. In my case, I am using the 24. I can change here to 72 sometimes, yes, but it depends on the preference. If you are using slower, very low or macro time frames, for example, 1-day chart makes sense to use it. But if you are using, for example, 4-hour chart, these kind of things, sometimes it's better to use an MA around 21 or 24. I don't like to use 21 because I know many traders that are using this one. And there are market makers, I know this, so of course there are many. As you can see, it's not perfect. But here is, we call this like stop hunting. They enter here in MA21 or MA24, and they got the stop loss is below there, and just they got killed in the markets. That's why I use this as a range, overall range, not just one line. Okay. This you are watching my videos, of course you already know this. And the second thing here is, one thing is super important, is the volume profile. Okay. If you don't have the volume profile, there are, in my other videos, actually, there are free versions of this on TradingView. You can use it, but I strongly recommend you to use the volume profile of TradingView. Okay. And the next component of my system is the squeeze momentum indicator. Okay. You can use it, the squeeze momentum indicator. Of course, you can write here squeeze. This one is quite famous, is the squeeze momentum indicator, the first one. Honestly, I don't use it. Why? Because there are some preference settings like I don't like. That's why I modified it I created my own indicator. And it's this one. This one I'm using this one privately. Just me. I'm gonna publish this one. It's very similar as the tricks, very similar. The tricks and the squeeze, they have almost the same performance. So you have two choices. In this case, I'm going to use this one. Why? Because it's something like I've been using for many years. Well, for a long time, actually. Okay. Same rules, same things. So if you're already familiar with this, you know what is this. And also I added the volatility. Remember, the volatility is a factor, is a key factor in my system. Okay. Now, the new thing, or the new indicator I'm going to start talking about is the on volume balance. Remember, for me, in my personal experience, if the volume is not following the price, well, we are in problems. Well, the asset is in problems. Okay, so OBV is not very common. I don't see actually traders using it because it's very complex. It's very complex. I hope maybe after long time or many live streams or videos, you can start understanding how to work with this, because my on volume balance, my personal way is a little bit different, actually very different. But well, let's start with some examples. Okay. After you have this set up, OBV, you can add OBV here on volume balance. OBV is this one, and we are going to add just here in add indicator, we are going to add the BWMA. This is an outer type or moving average, and it's this one, and the value of this one is 100. Okay, 100. So we are going to use this 100, and we are to try to see the trend in the volume. Okay, forget about this MA55. Okay. This is 100. Okay, so in general, in the big picture, as long as the volume is about the 100, we are bullish. In the moment when it's below the 100, is bearish. Okay, doesn't matter if the price is keeping rising up. Remember this: the price can be in sideways or rising up, but if the volume is not following, in some point it's gonna drop. Simple. Okay, so let's talk about, I'm going to show you some examples how to use this. I'm not going to explain how to use a squeeze momentum indicator. Okay, this one. Of course, if you watch my other videos, you already watch. I mean, you know how to use this one. I mean, you learn the basics. But well, let me start here. For example, in 2000, let's start here in 2018. Here, okay. So now we have here the squeeze momentum indicator, or in the squeeze. And as you can see, we have potentially many buy signals, right? Because you already know this. So we are gonna filter this. Okay, all these entries, potential entries, we are gonna filter. First of all, the price must be above the MA55. Well, is above? Of course not. It's below there, right? So automatically, all the potential entries here, we will not enter. Okay. Second thing, the volume must be above the 100 moving average here. As you can see here, the volume in OBV is trending to the downside and is below this one. So what does that mean? It's simple. Just with these two rules, we will not buy in this area. Simple. We are technically in bear market, right? Okay. So now let's talk about the potential buys. Okay, now first of all, instead of watching just the squeeze momentum indicator in the previous system is like the main tool, right? In this system, in my main system, my normal system, like I am using privately, is gonna be the secondary indicator. Okay, it's gonna be the trigger. Why? Let me show you. For example, here, Bitcoin in $6,000 is in range, right? Here, many people, classic traders, they will see a symmetrical triangle or something like this, and they will start speculating on Bitcoin is to the upside, right? But what they are watching, they are thinking, okay, Bitcoin is the strongest support ever, $6,000. I remember very well when people, they were talking about this support. Every time when 6,000 is tested, a bounce for almost 6 months or 7 months. But if we are using just a squeeze momentum indicator, of course, we know like this is just a bounce to keep falling. Bounce to keep falling to the MA55, right? Bounce to keep falling. And as you can see, it's decreasing. The volatility is decreasing. We don't need to have outer indicator to understand that the volatility is decreasing, right? Because the price stopped moving. But look at this. Okay, if you're not using any system, maybe you can start thinking, okay, we are gonna enter in long here. Why? Because we have bullish divergences here, we have bullish divergences here from this point. Maybe we are expecting a breakout, right? Using just the momentum. But because I added previously this indicator, the OBV, what is happening? Well, this is just a distribution pattern. Why? Because we know the market makers, they are manipulating the market to make, trying to make it hoping the people like, oh, okay, Bitcoin is to the moon. But they cannot hide something. They cannot hide the volume. So we know since January 18, Bitcoin was at $17,000 here in 617, and finally confirmed a rejection of the MA100. How we know this is because it's losing the previous low, yeah, and now it's trending. And the most important thing here in my system is the slope. When we see the moving average, the slope is getting negative, that means, well, welcome to the bear market. In the volume, we already are in a bear market here in January 18 to here. Technically speaking, as you can see here, if we are watching this in the past, we are technically in a bull market, right? Technically here, we are in a bull market. And technically here you say, oh, it's the same here, it's the same here. But pay attention. The difference is in this area and this area, OBB never broke the previous low. Yeah. And after that, bounce. But the biggest difference is OBB is breaking even before of the price breaking down. Yeah. The OBB is breaking the previous low in OBB. You see the volume, sorry. So what does that mean? It's a short. Simple. Very simple. It's a short. And after that, technically speaking, just using the OBB in a very early moment, we know we are in a bear market. We can be bullish in uptrend in price action, yes, but we are bearish in volume. And what is going to happen? Well, look at this. The price crash, and every time is getting rejected the MA55. But as you can see, we are bearish here. Technically speaking, we are bearish. Why? Because as long the OBB is below the moving average, sorry, we are expecting new lows, right? So we can use as a main tool this one, and the second one to execute our trades, the momentum, right? So we have here bullish divergences here, right? So it's a buy. We buy around here, and we are gonna sell in the MA55. But we already know Bitcoin in this case will not break the MA55. Why? Because the volume is not supporting the price anymore. Okay, that's why the volume is the key in my personal experience. So as you can see here, every time same thing happening, same thing. Now market makers are playing here with the psychology, right, of the people, thinking, oh wow, it's the support, the strongest support, right? Bitcoin is holding to the moon. But as you can see here, the slope is even worse, right? Even worse. So now what happened? Yeah, even for one moment, a few days, Bitcoin tested the 100 exponential moving average in OBB and breaking above the MA55. But look at this, the rejection is fierce in the volume, and after is in MA55. So OBB is a leading indicator. Usually you will see the move happen before in the volume than the price. Okay, so keeping in mind this, that's why I said it's complex. OBB is complex. It's not for someone like is starting to do some trades, simple. No, it's a little bit complex. But if you can master this OBB or this indicator and the system together, combine it to everything together, believe me, it's very powerful. Now what is going to happen here? As I said, the volatility is contracting, and finally, when the volatility is super low, look at this, the volatility is very low, well, people are start thinking to the moon, right? Because it's almost breaking the MA55. But we already know the market is trending, is bearish. Yeah, it's bearish. So what I'm going to do? Well, in the next sell signals of the squeeze, I'm gonna start adding shorts. Adding shorts. Why? Because we are bearish, right? So what happened after that? Well, the volatility is super low. As you can see here in the volatility, we are expecting a big move. You already know this. And after that, smack down. You see, where is the biggest support in this time? Well, buy. And now, as you can see, finally, the OBB is breaking down. And here is very interesting, is where people are getting more bearish. They are start talking about crazy prices like $2,000, $1,000, these kind of things. But we know we have a leading indicator, right? We are gonna follow the system, and the system is telling us what? Well, for now it's bearish, right? Even with this buy signal here, it's bearish, right? So pay attention of this. Bitcoin is testing the MA55, but it's testing the MA in 100 here in OBB. So two options: or it's gonna get rejected, or to get rejected to keep falling, or it's gonna hold. Who knows? We don't know, right? But the only thing we know is we are not going to trade this. Usually after a big move like this, if we want to play the bounce, yes, of course, you can buy maybe around 3,300, around there, and maybe you will sell an MA55. But pay attention of this. Bitcoin is getting rejected, and finally is trending a little bit above the 100 in volume before or breaking. 4 months. I remember very good. From March to January to March, April, Bitcoin was here in accumulation phase. And why is accumulation phase? Is because for many months was very close, almost at the same level at the volume, right? So what happened? More consolidation, and here the volume finally is breaking here, and we have all this is consolidation because the volatility is very low. We have a buy signal here or all this area, and we can start thinking potential reversal. If we enter here, we buy here around 3,500 around here. Well, what happened? This is the beauty of this system. Using this indicator, as you already know, we have to sell here, right? Because we have a potential range or fall. But sorry, here. But remember, this is not going to be our leading indicator anymore. It's going to be the trigger. That's it. So the leading indicator is the volume. So because the volume is above, and we have this sell signal, is telling us, hey, I am trending in Bitcoin, is the volume is above the 100. And what does that mean? It's simple. It's to buy more. In the next buy signal, you buy more. Why? Because you already know. You know the volume is above the 100. So you buy more. And every time when Bitcoin is showing signals here like this, you buy more. Yeah. Why? Because the volume is telling you. Look at this. Even it's increasing. Even is increasing. In the price, no. The price is still like this. After that, what happened? After 4 months of consolidation, you see finally a massive rally. Now, okay. Now you understand the big picture. Why the timing? Why the system is totally different? Maybe it's looking similar, yes, but it's very different. Why? Because with momentum indicators like this, or MACD, whatever, you have to sell these kind of things, right? In this, of course, and it's working. You can do it if you want. But as I said, in my system, OBB is my leading indicator. I will not sell. As long as I see the volume above the 100, I will not sell. Simple. So, after that, I see this kind of sell signals in momentum indicator. But look at this. The slope is positive, healthy in the volume. So I will keep, remember, I bought around here, right? At 3,800. Okay. So the slope is positive. I don't care the sell signals here. Actually, because I know the trend, the volume is to the upside, is trending, and the slope is positive. Every time when you see this kind of pullbacks, is to buy more. Buy more. No shorts. And after that, look at this. Bitcoin reached $13,000. $13,000 here. Okay, technically speaking, you have two choices. In the moment when you see a phase of consolidation in the volume, in the moment when it's losing the previous low here, you can start thinking, okay, this is my first warning of selling. So in the next bounce here, you will think to close your position here. So following this system, use one trade for almost 6 months. You buy at 3,600 and you sell around $12,000. Not the bottom, not the top, but good profit, right? So, and we repeat the same system again. Look at this, bearish, right? What happened with Bitcoin? Trending to the downside. Again, and here we repeat the same thing. We have sell signal here. We know the volume is about to break the 100 MA and is trending here. So that means this is a buy here, about 9,500. You buy here, and what happened? You have sell signal here. The Bitcoin in this case is gonna test the volume again at 8,000. Sorry, 8,000. You bought at 9,500. Now Bitcoin is around almost the same, 9,200, around there. And look at this. Bitcoin is breaking the volume even before of the move. So you take a loss? Yes, of course, we cannot win all time. Of 1,000, 1,000K, 1K. So your loss is around 10%. Okay? You sell here in loss, no problem. And after that, what happened? Look at this. Bitcoin just crashed here from $9,000 to 10. But the beauty of the volume is people are extremely bearish. Remember, with this, that is the, when the pandemic came to our lives, and people were extremely bearish here, right? But look at this again. The volume is telling me, hey, this is a buy. The price is crashing, but the volume is trending above the 100. This was just a fake out. So you buy around here. Again, doesn't matter if the other rules, because your leading indicator is the volume. You buy here. So as long, again, the rule is as long the volume is above the 100, you will not sell. Doesn't matter what. Yeah. And look at this. What is going to happen? You are holding, and here potentially you will sell. Just if the LBB make a new low, right? Is making a new low? Of course not yet. Testing the low, yeah, but not confirmed. And what happened after that? Well, man, to the moon. Look at this. Testing. Every time when it's testing, every time when you see this is testing, it's a buy. Of course, you will not buy here, right? You will buy here. Every time when you see this, the momentum getting ready to buy, you buy there. You buy there. This is like just a buy. Just buy. And so what happened? Even now, after that, with this sell signal here, very nasty sell signal, look at this. The slope is positive, right? So you don't sell. And look at this. You have sell signal here in the monitor here around $41,000. And what happened with the volume? The volume even didn't touch the 100 MA. You buy again here, because this is just a pullback. It's not a top. And now again You are riding the trend, all the parabolic move. Doesn't matter the divergences. As I said, every time when you see this, it's a buy, because we are using the OBV as a lead indicator. Okay, and after that, look at this. The OBV is losing the MA50, the MA100, so it's a warning, right? It's a warning. And plus, we can think, okay, we have various divergences here. We have 1, 2, 3 strikes. And breaking this one, potentially, if we see a new low in the OBV, potentially is a sell signal. What happened after that? Well, not yet. Bitcoin is not doing that. It's not doing, and here, finally, we have our sell signal. After 1 year, we have the squeeze here, the momentum, and the OBV, the losing, making a new low below the MA100, and after that you sell here. So you sell around here, is around $56,000. Actually, friendly reminder, I entered here in $56,000. That's why now you know now you know why I was shorting $56,000. So now what happened? Well, welcome to the potential bear market, very short bear market, in 1 day chart. So using this system, you buy here at $5,000, and after 1 year, you sell at 61. You see? This is the difference of the normal system. I'm not saying my system is the best, of course not the best, but it's very powerful, and as you can see right now. And now what happened right now recently is simple. OBV is trending to the downside, so that means every time when you see this kind of selling, when you see this, it's a sell. Sell. Let me move this here. When you see this, it's a sell. Around the short was around here. Yeah. When you see this one, it's a sell. And of course, when you see this one, other sell. But pay attention here. The OBV in the next move of Bitcoin here broke the 100 MA in volume, and plus bullish divergences here. Well, what is that? To the moon again. Yeah, so you buy around here, and you are not selling. You are not selling until when? Well, not yet, not yet, not yet, and not yet. So using this system, you bought at $34,000, and your position is still open. Why? Because the volume is telling you Bitcoin is bullish. And also you have a second chance. When you have this crash, you see the volume, the OBV is testing the 100 MA, so it's consolidating. You have buy signal here. Well, you enter here in long position, and you are speculating to the upside. That's simple. Now we have buy signal here, right? Following this, what is going to happen? Well, Bitcoin in 1 day time frame printed a new buy signal yesterday, actually today, here. This is the buy signal. So do you think Bitcoin is going to crash from here? Of course not. No, of course not. Bitcoin is going to do a new highs according to this. Why? Because we are bullish. Because the volume is telling me Bitcoin is going to the moon. Simple. So, one moment. Okay. Now we can apply this for any time frame. Now, if we see 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart is even more simple. Look at this. This is just a distribution. All this formation is distribution. Why? Because market makers, they cannot lie to us. Of course, here is the only way is the only momentum is bearish here. But after that, every time when you see, as long the BBB is trending above the 100, every time you buy here, you buy here, and you buy here, and after that, what happened? And do you think Bitcoin is gonna crash here because it's in this one? Well, technically speaking, we should take profits here, right? But it's not gonna happen. Why? Because OBB is trending and is breaking the previous high. It's a breakout. It's a breakout in volume. So there is a very high probability Bitcoin is gonna test in the next 48 hours, maybe around $60,000, $70,000 around there, or 72. Yeah. Also, this is the overall in the big picture how to use OBB with the squeeze. With my, well, this is my system I've been using for many years. Now, let's do this with weekly chart. Weekly chart is very easy. It's super easy. Even with the squeeze, you buy here around $200 and you wait and you sell at 8,000 if you want, of course, and you buy around here again in the squeeze momentum indicator as well at 3,000, and you sell. You never sell. You are holding with my system since 2018. And this drop, every time when you see drops like this, is a buy. Simple. Okay. So now we are gonna do in 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. Look at this. Based on of this, let me show you. I'm gonna enter in long position right now here, because following this system, we know Bitcoin is testing the 100 MA. This is the breakout in volume testing to what? To keep going to the upside. And now you can see the price, what it's doing. Is going to the moon. It's gonna break the previous high, the previous high. So all the shorts, they will be killed in the next 8 hours, around there. Of course, even with this signal, of course, I will say it's just a pullback. Of course, it's 1 hour. It's 1 hour. Please don't get me wrong. It's 1 hour. Be careful with this, because 1 hour in OBB maybe 3 days. Around that time, the timeline is different. The time is different. 4 hour is bullish. 12 hour is bullish. It's bullish. And 1 day chart is bullish. Okay, that is in the big picture how it's working my system. Of course, maybe for you now it's like, oh, it's not difficult. Believe me, after many years doing this, I struggle a lot. Well, I hope you enjoy this new phase in my channel. And also, I'm thinking seriously to change the name of my channel and come back to the original name of my group, Crypto Spartans. I'm thinking about it. And also, as I said, the only thing is a fact is I'm gonna use this system for now. And also, I'm going to create a new account. A new account for TradingView. Okay, so based on this technical analysis, as you can see, is very easy. The buy for 1 day chart was here, right? Around the last opportunity to buy Bitcoin in 1 day chart was at $41,000. That's it. Of course, we are holding as long Bitcoin is not breaking this. So, using this indicator for the next bear market, when it's gonna happen is very simple. In the next time when you see Bitcoin doing this, here, Bitcoin maybe will be around $80,000, $90,000. And here you will see me in this channel entering short again. Okay. but not now. I don't see any potential sell signal right now. Of course, we know in weekly chart we have a bear divergences here, but using this system, you know what? You must be happy, because when you see this bear divergence playing out right now, like this, the next opportunity for Bitcoin is because potentially the OBB is gonna test the 100 in weekly chart, and this is the buy. The only problem is we have just few opportunities to buy Bitcoin at this level in the history. Maybe last time was in 2019, last time in 2020, just three times in 2018, 2020, 2018, 19 and 20. And I hope so, honestly, I hope to see this maybe in the beginning of 2022. We will see the other test to the 100. About the price, I don't care. Because as you can see, my main tool, my leading indicator is not the price, is the volume, right? So let me show you what will happen if you apply this system to any altcoin. Of course, I'm talking about serious altcoins, right? But you can apply Shiba Inu if you want. But let me show you, for example, Cardano on Bittrex, okay? Okay, Bittrex. Cardano, based on volume, is bullish. Yeah, technically speaking, is bullish and weekly. The only buy using my system to buy Cardano was here, around here, yeah, at 0.0203, and also in the breakout in volume here, around 0.12. And that's it. This bear divergence, of course, displaying, and I'm expecting Cardano is gonna test 140, $1 with 40 cents. Yes, but it's so far so good, so far from the 100 MA. So what does that mean? Well, Cardano, even if it crashed 90%, yeah, the next time big opportunity to buy Cardano is when you see this coin testing the 100 MA in volume. So let's talk about Axie Infinite. How we can trade this? Well, buy and never hold, and buy and never sell. And even in 1 day chart, we didn't have opportunity to buy. Maybe we need to go to 12 hour. Maybe 12 hour we will see it. Yep. In 12 hour we can see it here. In 12 hour accumulation. Remember, why 12 hour? Because the time frames is different. The time frame is different. For OBB, the time is totally different. 1 hour, it could be 3 days. 12 hours, it could be 2 weeks or 1 month or even more. For example, here, January, February, March, 3-4 months of consolidation in 12 hour time frame. You need to be very patient to see these kind of setups. But as you can see here, Axie Infinite was just consolidating here above the 100. So all this price, all this $1 and $2 was just what? Accumulation. All the drop you see just is market makers just to scare people. Why? Because we know the truth, right? This is just accumulation. For what? Keep going to the upside. Something concerning about this coin is simple. Look at this. Here, breaking in volume first, and after that in price. You see? So in 12 hour, now in 1 day chart is bullish. It's bullish. Yeah. Let's talk about BNB using this system. I feel sad about BNB because the biggest opportunity to buy this coin was at $4. I remember very well. $4 here. 2018 December, it was at $4. I bought it at $4 here, and I sold around maybe 33 around here. And after that, I just stopped buying this coin. But look at this. The volume cannot lie to me. Even with this crash, market makers, they cannot lie to me, and I can see what they are doing. Of course, maybe you are thinking, oh my god, this indicator is amazing, I will be a millionaire. Of course not. Don't think in that way, because you will lose a lot of money if you are doing this. you need to combine and get experience first. Don't get greedy, and try to find the best setup for you. For example, right now, Bitcoin is $66,000 300. I bought at 62, I sold at 64,500, and I bought again at 66,400, even in the top. Why? Because I am trading the 1-day chart, so this is just a pullback in the volume to keep going to the upside, the last push. So let's talk about other coins. For example, let me show you. Maybe Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. Ethereum using the system in 1-day time frame. You bought, the last time you could buy Ethereum, the cheapest price was in July 2020 at $210. And you use the momentum indicator to find the buy. The buy was here 200, and you are holding. The next opportunity to buy this coin was here in December 2020 around 500. The sell was around here at 3,200. So from here you were holding for almost 1 year, and the next opportunity to buy this coin was at 2,300 here, and since then just to the upside. You see, don't get me wrong, it's very close to the 100. In any moment it can break. If Bitcoin crash or this coin crash hard, it could break and we will see a very nice drop. Okay, let's talk about other coin. Yes, I'm showing you how powerful this is, my system, of course, right? Matic, let me show you Matic in 1-day chart. Matic here, as you can see, this is a choppy market, right? Using price action, we need to wait for the breakout. But what happened in the volume? In the volume, we see other different things. This is trending to the upside. The market is in choppy market, sideways, but the volume is trending. So what does that mean? Accumulation. So every time when the coin is testing the volume is a buy. Doesn't matter the price. It's a buy. And after that we see the accumulation, a breakout. And what happened after that? Massive rally. You see? And now the last opportunity to buy this coin was at here at $1 with 12 cents around here, and now it's turning almost $2. Testing the previous high here. Of course, I'm bullish, technically bullish, as long as doing this. So, as I said many times, this system, my indicator, well, OBB, is very powerful if you know how to use it. But if you don't know, please don't use it. Why? Because it's so complicated to use. There are many ways, and if you search on internet, you will find different ways to use it, and it's going to be confusing because many YouTubers are using this indicator in different ways to look for bear divergences, bullish divergences, blah 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 blah, and golden cross, death cross, and these kind of things. I am not using that in that way, as you can see. The last coin I want to show you is, for example, AVAX. AVAX. Yeah. Technically speaking, here it was a sell. Here around 3.3, and here with volatility, with momentum, around here was the buy around $14, and now even with bear divergences here, you look at this, it skyrocket. So my target for now for AVAX this month is 100, even more. Bitcoin Cash, I don't know, is bullish. Bitcoin Cash is not very strong in volume. Looks like people don't care about this. This is just a choppy market, even in volume. I would not trust in this asset. I would never buy these kind of things. Yeah. Let's Doge. Let's see what they were hiding, the market makers, in 1-day chart. Okay, the oldest data is in July 2020 on Bittrex, and as you can see here, you technically speaking in volume you have your bear market here, but after that you buy here because it's above the 100 MA, and after that you hold because it's not breaking, it's not making new low. You hold, and you are holding, and you keep holding, and you become millionaire technically after many months. And here, around here, when it's losing in this area and it's losing the MA, you sell here around 0.25 in this area. And now I will say, based on this, Doge next month is gonna pump. Yes, why? Because the lowest price you could find right now, it was here around 0.19, and it's getting ready to move. Of course, the volatility is very high, so I'm not expecting right now, maybe next month. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and see you in my next live stream or technical analysis using my system, this system. Okay, I hope you enjoy it, and thank you always for your support.